All white people are racist. Every single last one of them, all of them are racist. You uphold a system of racism by literally just being white.
Are all white people really racist? I saw this video on TikTok and I decided to bring it for you all to watch, that we can have opinions, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. This particular white person or white woman, she said that all white people, she was generalizing that all white people are racist. Unfortunately, I could not get the full video. The video was taken down to be got what people were saying about it. Then I realized what the video was all about. She was saying generalizing that all white people are racist. I do not believe that all white people are racist. I don't want to even believe that. I feel like you cannot just generalize something like that. If you are a racist, just say yes, you are a racist. You don't have to tell your neighbor, because do you know what that is? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think all white people are racist? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hey guys, my name is Maria Davis and welcome back to another video. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. And if this is your first time to see my face, hi, I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria. So I'm going to share stitches about what people think about this particular topic, then come back and talk about it. So there was a stitch on that particular video that people were stitching. So I'm going to put the video first, then post what other people are stitching.
All white people are racist. Every single last one of them, all of them are racist. You uphold a system of racism by literally just being white.
It is 2023. 2023. I've been taking 3 different medications because I have 3 different illnesses. So sorry if I sound out of it, but back to what I was saying. This is one of those situations where you're fighting for a cause, you're speaking out about something, but your viewpoints get so extreme that you're now doing what you're fighting against. And do you know what I think? I think quarantine has to be the biggest factor of why we're seeing extreme viewpoints like this. You can't possibly fight racial injustice in this country and then immediately have your opening statement be categorizing and stereotyping a group of people based on the color of their skin. Your resentment toward far-right conservative white Americans does not give you the justification to group white people as a whole. It can't be all, right? I mean, it can't be the white South Americans, the white Central Americans, the white Africans, right? Because that doesn't make sense. It's not nice to call someone racist. We throw that word out to white people so much. It's like, really, it's really not nice. So that video was taken down, I think, or reported, and they had something to say about that.
So when I exercise my right to use my free speech as a child on an app for children, suddenly all these adults are up in arms reporting my videos? Do I not have a right to free speech just because it conflicts with yours? Your subjective ideas, I can't express my subjective ideas because you don't agree with them? It's free speech this, free speech that, until it's somebody black, huh?
Let's cut the music real quick, right? You and I both know that you're smart enough and old enough to willingly post videos on TikTok about your opinions or whatever you want, right? So don't pull this, I'm a child, you're an adult, take a look at yourself, right? It doesn't work. Ignore the trolls, right? Nobody is saying that you don't have the freedom of speech to speak your opinions on social media. Because we both know that freedom of speech can come with consequences. And those consequences come with criticism, backlash, your videos taken down, and not to mention TikTok's report system is very shitty. And I know all this because for the past 2 years that I've been speaking to my opinions, I've been in the same situation as you. People mass report my videos, they don't think I should be able to have a voice, they report my account, they ban my account, they suspend my account. I've gone through all of it. But I'm not gonna sit here, grab my phone, make a video of myself alone in my bedroom and complain about how my freedom of speech is being taken away. It's the perk of being a small creator on TikTok.
Take of the day. All white people are racist. Every single last one of them, all of them are racist.
Wow, all of them? Like, all of them? Yeah, I disagree with that. I live in a pretty predominantly white area, and they all seem to take care of me and look out for me and invite me over to their house and feed me and drink with me and everything else. So if they're racist, they're doing a really, really good job of covering it up. But however, maybe those same white people are getting really tired of people like you accusing them of racism over and over and over again without basis. And maybe those same white people are going to start feeling like, you know what, if I'm doing all this and I'm going out of my way to extend myself and it's not being appreciated, then maybe I should stop. And that's reasonable for anyone. Hell, I would feel that way if I was accused of something that I wasn't over and over again. So maybe that's something you need to think about. Zeke Arkham, copy that.
All white people are racist. Every single last one of them, all of them are racist.
For the last week or so, I've seen a lot of white content creators duetting this woman's video and being very defensive. So this is my message to the other white content creators on here. Stop being defensive. Listen to her. Listen to her. Her anger, her frustration is entirely valid. Now, you may disagree with what she says, but scientifically, we are all capable of bias and prejudice and racism. And it actually takes a lot of work to undo prejudice and bias, even if they're unknown to you, even if they're subconscious. The fact is that we live in a country that is still hugely oppressive to BIPOC people. When you hear a creator like that and you come on here and you go, no, I'm one of the good ones, I'm a good white person, that's the same energy as not all men. Instead of getting mad at her for her very valid anger, get mad at the systems of oppression in place that make her feel the way she feels. Get mad at a system that prioritizes white bodies and white voices. Because she's right. If you aren't actively fighting against white supremacy, your silence is endorsing it. Listening to others, even when it makes us uncomfortable, is much harder than just having that snap anger reaction, but it's necessary. This girl is 17 years old, and all kinds of creators have come for her. It's easy to get offended. It's harder to fight for change.
To call someone racist.
Okay, sure. We'll start off this way. I don't go around saying that all white people are racist. Not because it's not true, but because I understand that if I go around with that statement, nobody cares to listen to everything else I have to say, because it's a triggering statement for white people. And I think part of solving the issue that is racism and systematic racism is having people listen to us. But that being said, she's not wrong. However, instead I'd like to phrase it like white people are born into a system that consistently supports white supremacy and racism towards people of color and black people. And yes, that involves all white people, whether you want to talk about South Americans, white Africans, whoever you're naming. White people can be the minority in a black-held country and still uphold white supremacy and racism mindset. Because white people have managed to convince the entire world that they're better at everything. And so they have people of color and black people like me convincing ourselves to be more like them. So then we get stuff like colorism. Where do you think it stems from? And sure, I suppose it is mean to call somebody a racist, but you know what's mean? Sundown towns that are still existing in America. Lynching that still exists in America. Exploitation of people of color and black people that happens all over. So all that kumbaya stuff you want to say when it comes to fighting racism, it's not going to work. Because you'll need to explain to me, how can I be kumbaya with a KKK member or a neo-Nazi? Matter of fact, with these curls on your head, how can you kumbaya with them? Because they'll take you down right after they take me. My thing is, when people like you come on the platform and tell people like me how to navigate how they feel about their oppression, it never works out. Because unfortunately, you'll always come from a place that's so vastly distant to where we are, you will never see it eye to eye the way we do. Not only that, you will unintentionally dismiss a lot of things that are going on. Like, your video wasn't mean. Obviously, you're like, oh my goodness, woe to the white people. Stop calling white people racist. And guess who showed up in your comments? That's right, racist. The minute that you give these people the room to be racist, they're going to be racist. The one thing for sure, I don't know your ethnicity. I don't know what it is. You look white, so I'm going to address you as white. You're Brazilian, so I'm addressing you as a white Brazilian. This is not your battle to fight. This is my battle that I fight every single day. When I come up on live and I'm talking my ish, people come out and call me the N-word. When I speak with the slightest amount of AAVE, people call me uneducated. When I come on the live and I'm passionate about what I'm speaking about, people call me loud and black and ratchet. And these things are mean. Yeah, they're hurtful to me. I know you got a lot of likes in your video, 700,000 around there. But don't let that make you think that you're correct. Your stance is really wrong, especially because you do not get to dictate how people who are oppressed navigate their oppression, regardless if she's mixed, regardless if she's half white, half black. Now, I'll admit, I don't really care for her video because I don't necessarily agree with the whole thing, but also her second video when she says that, oh, well, I'm a teenager, adults should not be coming for me. I hate when teens pull that crap on the app. But what I'm gonna tell you is that your video did much more harm than it could do good. Read your comments. Look through your comments. Look what people are writing about my people. That's the space that you've created. Because you wanted to go on the kumbaya, woe is me, let's all make peace together. The minute that you can make peace with somebody that hates your entire existence, I'll be able to make peace with mine.
Points get so extreme that you're now doing what you're fighting against.
I unfortunately decided to watch that video again and have more to say. Firstly, at one point he says that calling somebody racist is mean. This is what happens when you live in privilege and delusion. Privilege is being in a place where you think being called racist and being the recipient of racism are somehow equatable. They're just not. They're just not. You can read literally any history book and understand that is false. If I call you a racist, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Your feelings are hurt. If I'm the recipient of racism, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen to me? I get killed. Those are not comparable. So I'm really trying to be respectful, but that was just like a very ignorant point. The second point is, if you go through all those comments, you'll see a bunch of white people saying like, what am I supposed to do? Apologize for my skin? Oh, I'm sorry that I'm white. Things like that. There are about 37,000 points I could make off of just that. Firstly, nobody is asking you to apologize for the color of your skin. And it is extremely offensive to me that you think that as a black person who has actually been expected to apologize just for the color of my skin. When people say all white people have inherent bias, what they're saying is if you are white, it is your responsibility to check your unchecked bias. Don't apologize for it unless you use it. What you need to do is reevaluate it. There are also a shit ton of comments like, why can't we all just love each other? Or hate doesn't fight hate. Firstly, don't make this sound like it is like someone threw a punch and then someone threw a punch back. This is not an equal fight. Black people are having origins in kidnap, sexual assault, and slavery, and systemic racism that is still continuing to this day does not equate to black people saying that white people are racist. Okay, that is not at all the same. We are not fighting fire with fire. We are calling out fire. Okay, it is not the same thing. And if you hear somebody calling out racism and you feel immediately like they're saying you're responsible, that might be your own subconscious pointing something out to you. Maybe you are participating in this more than you need to. And to anyone who is part of any marginalized community, if you are friends with somebody who wants you or expects you to show them love in response to them displaying racism or oppression or any type of phobia toward you, they're not a true ally. You are not obligated to speak to them in a way that makes them feel good about themselves when they are espousing rhetoric that could literally end your life.
You cannot generalize it. You cannot say that everybody is all bad. There are going to be good people that have good hearts. It was really dragged, and I don't think anybody actually agree with what she said, but I want to know what you think down in the comment section. Kindly put your opinion down in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you all so much for watching my video to this point, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.